En fait, sur YouTube, il faut avoir combien d'abonnés?
50 pour faire des lives.
Combien?
50.
Et un peu, tu m'as dit que c'était 200 parce que ça s'est pas actualisé. Parce que là, j'ai 92 abonnés, je peux pas live. Je reviens,
Soit
GG.
c'est à 50 ou soit c'est à 100.
Ok. Allez, vas-y, j'arrive.
Vas-y.
We're here with MP, getting hydrated, getting ready to take down his trash. MP in the house.
Les gars, j'espère que vous allez bien. Moi, ça va nickel. Là, on est en live. NBA. On va voir les matchs. Ouais, il est fort.
Oh, say does that star-spangled... Well, Stan, it's still
Les gars,
pretty
il est
early in the year,
fatigué.
but when do those alarm bells start to
Les
go
gars,
off in a coach's
dites-moi dans
mind?
les
Those alarms seem to go
commentaires
off once a
ou
game,
dans
if
le
you
chat.
ask me. But looking at the bigger picture,
Plutôt
coaches
dans
are
le chat.
watching for trends.
Si vous
You don't
voudriez
want to be a
que
team
je
that's
fasse
going on losing
des
streaks.
tutos NBA,
Well, tonight is a huge game.
on m'a
These are
monté
two
son
of the
jeu
best in
rapidement,
the league,
commence à
and
m'énerver.
MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
We have to give props to MP's team. They're 3-0 in these monster games between top teams. MP has played a vital role in their perfect record.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duran in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Hero outside. Fires for three. Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game.
Defensively,
Les
you
gars,
have to stay
si
connected
vous
to him
voulez
on the
savoir
perimeter.
à quel point
And the silent
je
hero.
m'énerve.
People immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, coach.
Yeah, BA, look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
So it's Miami now, after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Williams from long range. Duran with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And here's Cunningham outside. Again to miss by Cunningham.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
Pass to Powell. Here's Adebayo. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
Now, BA, it's actually Edris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
Now here's Robinson. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham can't get that one to fall. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
His strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this year.
MP, that one's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
71 points, que c'est mort.
And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to
Il
drive
faudra
your
un
coach
peu jouer
crazy,
personne.
that's the way to
Dans ce
do it.
match, il faudra un
And
peu
here's
jouer
a
personne.
timeout from Eric Spoelstra now.
Désolé si on m'entend pas bien parce que je viens de me réveiller. Et voilà.
Powell is out there with MP. Then there's Khalil Ware, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Ah, flop.
To the
J'ai
paint.
fait un gros flop,
Outside
les
for
gars.
Green. From behind the arc.
Il y
It's
a
going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
les coéquipiers aussi, ils font quoi, hein. Là, c'est bon. Les gars, je vais vraiment jouer sérieusement.
He's scoreless. Detroit moving the ball around. The 15-footer.
Non, c'est raté.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the
Après,
Detroit
mon joueur, il a
Pistons looking
62
to build on
générales,
last
les gars.
season's breakthrough.
Du coup, c'est
Coach
bon.
JB Bickerstaff said Kate Cunningham's leadership makes his job
Et
easier.
j'ai
All that
rentré un
aside,
nouveau joueur.
Bickerstaff said their
C'est
fierce
normal.
style is key. Adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Donc, je
Not a
pourrais
team
bien
to be
arriver
taken
avec
lightly.
son shoot.
All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Mais
Gives us a
je vais
chance to
créer mon
catch up
jump
with
shoot à moi.
Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Parce que j'aime pas les jump
Pistons are
shoots.
improving on both
Un truc
ends,
comme
but
ça.
particularly on defense. Kate Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Brian, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
Pass to Jenkins.
Il m'a poussé peu.
Rebounded by Jovic. Heat leading by 19. And here's Ware. From deep, MP.
Mais là,
And
j'étais open.
again, Miami with a triple.
J'étais open.
Consecutive points
Là,
off
c'est
the
sûr
threes.
que ça allait rentrer.
This defense looks rattled.
To the inside, Jenkins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh.
Jenkins has got
Trop
5
tôt,
points
trop tôt.
now in the quarter.
A Swiss Army knife talent. Levert is very skilled at setting the table for his
Ah,
teammates.
c'est vrai que ça fait beaucoup.
Williams from long
Oh,
range.
oui.
That's basket number 6 in 8
Mm.
tries.
Man,
It's
they're
good.
having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Jenkins.
It's good.
Williams defending.
Ok.
Up top, Reed. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. The shot by Levert, no good.
I tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
To the wing, right side. Back to Williams.
Il est encore
And
open.
again, it's Miami from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Detroit calls timeout. And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role. Been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the third longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Norm Powell. Harris passes to Cunningham. And it falls all over the rim and ends. 10 points for Kate Cunningham.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's when he knows he can hit.
MP outside. Pass to Larson. Back to MP. From deep. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking
Ils sont
very
pas vraiment
frustrated
bons
right
en
now.
face.
Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second.
Avec Cunningham.
Back to Cunningham. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wing shot on the way. Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Big night for Cunningham.
Non,
This
là,
is why he
il
went
me
first
disait, est-ce
overall.
qu'on leur laisse
They
le,
can take over a game.
le
Now
deuxième?
5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game
Encore,
clock.
vas-y,
Williams
on
from
va
long
laisser.
range. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
They're getting torched on the perimeter.
S'il
Four of the
joue
last
vite,
5
il
buckets
va
have
mettre
been
2 heures,
threes.
nous, mais je pense pas.
The open
Ah
shot,
ben si, je
Cunningham.
peux faire
And
exprès
again,
du
it's
coup.
Detroit converting.
Ben,
I
du
mean,
coup, on a
he's
le
doing
buzzer.
all he can. He
Et
needs
pour le
help,
buzzer,
though.
les gars, il se laisse.
Now here's MP. Three-pointer. And again, Miami with a triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
MP getting it done for the Miami Heat. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Back to the game after this break.
When a team is moving the ball like this, Shaq, they're tough to defend.
Yeah, their mentality is, I've got a good shot, but you've got a better.
All right, let's turn now to take.
Là, faut vraiment viser. Parce que des shoots, là, je vais pas prendre mon rôle de meneur au service. Je vais faire que des shoots du coup. Parce qu'il n'y a pas le choix. Faut que je réussisse ma quête quand même.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Kate Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important
Je
for
voulais
the
tenter les
referees is
style
they
back.
have to be able to
Oh là là.
determine which travel calls gain a guy an
Et tout
advantage
seul, je sais.
and which ones you could let go because they
Ouais,
have
pour
no
faire la
effect on
passe
the
avant,
clock.
mais
Pass to Powell.
comme je
Back to
suis
MP.
pas
The
plus
three.
les shoots,
Nails it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
His scoring is
ça,
a
il va plus
big
délaisser.
reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Duren with a screen on Williams. Robinson passes to Harris. Now here's Cunningham. Puts up a three. Again the miss by Cunningham.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Hero finds MP for three. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Well, I like when MP takes initiative like this because it forces the defense to react.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He does not get the second one.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
There's Cunningham with a three. The rebound by Wiggins.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Williams' shot is good.
You can bet MP will make a
Et
lot
là,
of
on a
those
gagné
over
le
his
match.
career.
Thompson outside.
Là, c'est assuré qu'on a gagné le match.
Cunningham passes to Robinson.
Non, ça
The
m'a
free
fait
ball.
pas.
And it's Miami with a rebound.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close.
Good. Another from three.
J'ai pas fait.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Duren finds Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris outside. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist of the night. MP drives in. MP, a screen on Thompson. Fires from deep. And again for three.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes in a game.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
He drops it from range. Williams has got 53 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Harris. Outside Robinson. Three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Here's Williams. And again, it's Miami converting.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Thompson outside. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Harris up top. Cunningham outside. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the tray. Cunningham's got 17.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a three, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Williams connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last big, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Thompson. The three is up. And so it's Miami, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. And their three-point shooting up. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Kel'el Ware. Davion Mitchell is out there with MP. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Cunningham outside. Drains the triple. Cunningham's got 20.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Well, some lament the death of the mid. Good! Another from 3.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Here's Larson. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Here's Cunningham. And down it goes. 2 points. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate teams.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot, trying to carry them to the finish line. Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
From deep, MP. Here's Ware, and that one is stuffed right through.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Assist goes to Jenkins.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Williams. Pass to Ware. 4-3. Hits yet again. Wow.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Miami has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Larson. Back to MP. From downtown. And again for 3.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Cunningham's got 28 points for the game.
Gritty 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
MP, the pass to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Here's MP.
Wow.
Detroit with a rebound.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that
Ils ont perdu du coup parce
Jenkins
que
misses.
The defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win. And got it! Another basket!
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in the game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
One.
And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And the Heat with some changes. Johnson comes in for Jovic. And Yakachonas subbed in for Larson. Detroit also making some changes. Duran, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Stewart. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
From deep, MP. Connects again from distance.
Les gars, il place des moves incroyables. Endel, vraiment. Je sais pas pourquoi il sautait, mais il faut faire que sauter.
Earlier in the day, you were described by one of your opponents.
You know, Dom, my mom used to always tell me, actions.
Over to you, D.A.
Thank you, Dominic.
Je joue dans le truc pas mal, je joue assez, je joue beaucoup. Oui, à NBA, je joue vraiment beaucoup. Et au run, allez, ça va jusqu'à... Pour avoir de l'XP, c'est dur. Ah, on va prendre le fait que ce soit truc de la street. Sur ce, c'est la fin du live.